Gemini, is my houseplant leaning away because it hates me?
Nothing personal. It's leaning away for more sunlight.
Come here, girl.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Greetings, fellow mortals. Just a reminder saying it's just my opinion is for cowards. 2-ish years ago, I made a bold statement that I wasn't particularly worried about AI, in that I don't particularly think that it will advance quickly enough to make anything of quality that can compare with what humans can accomplish. And you know what? I stand by what I said because AI still sucks epic donkey balls at basically everything.
This is worthless.
It's less than worthless, my boy.
What I didn't imagine was that people's dependency on mediocre AI would evolve so much more quickly than I ever could have anticipated, to the point that I'm actually worried that we're training ourselves to be brain dead. And you know what? That one's on me. I shouldn't have underestimated how stupid humanity is.
We're sorry. Sorry.
Because AI has basically progressed about to the level I thought an advanced search engine would at this period of time. The art still sucks, the voices still sound off, the footage is still clearly fake, even the search engine function of a search engine gives bad information at times, which makes me extremely concerned that some people are all fooled by this.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
While I'm still not impressed by AI in the slightest, other people are apparently, and their dependency upon this dreck is already growing to the level of the people from WALL-E of all movies. Okay, the flat blob part might be because I'm in America, but that doesn't change that the over-reliance on AI at this point is shocking and slightly terrifying.
Don't try to talk me out of it. I'm sure it's completely... Nope, never again.
I first started to truly become aware of how bad this actually was a few months ago with a USLA graduate who not only used Chat GPT for assignments, but openly bragged about it at the graduation ceremony. And it's not even the cheating that really gets me. I mean, every college student cheats. It's the fact that this absolute genius flaunted it even before getting his diploma. Like, did he not know that they could rescind it, that they could just make sure that he doesn't have it, right? Oh my god.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
And it's not just that. There's a rise of students all over using Chat GPT in order to write essays, which, okay, normal essays are easily the most boring type of writing on the planet, but they do teach you something about writing, communicating, editing, and reading comprehension.
I can explain.
Yeah, it might sound dumb, but writing has to start somewhere, and that's it. It wouldn't concern me nearly as much if literacy rates weren't dropping by absurd numbers, or if people were still able to complete their sentences and tell me the differences between an adjective, an adverb, and a preposition. Of course, that might be my 30-year-old brain being completely unable to comprehend what Gen Z and Gen Alpha are saying nowadays.
I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me.
Look, I'm the first guy to bring up Google to search something and read an article about it in order to understand a subject more, so I can't get too mad about people using tools, but I think that we're getting to the point where people are letting AI and the internet think for them instead of using it as a tool for learning.
So I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas?
And this is outright shocking to me as a person who grew up with evil AI stories. Let us not forget the famous and influential Skynet, the form of the internet in the Terminator franchise, which gained self-awareness and decided to wage war against humanity. Now, the whole sending robots back in time thing is out there because that's physically impossible with the amount of energy and entropy in the universe. But I'm starting to get worried that we're going to end up with the first part at least.
Kill it! Kill it with fire! Everyone flee!
There's not a piece of technology out there that companies aren't trying to force AI into. Phones, computers, consoles, streaming services, search engines, and even YouTube of all things, which is perhaps the single biggest stumble from that platform since the adpocalypse all those years ago. Literally nothing has gone right and no one benefited from that one. YouTube creators, viewers, advertisers, and the corpos all are worse off because of AI.
We knew you could do it!
The internet and our technology are flooded with the accursed things already, as everyone tried to dive into the deep end of the pool, all for everyone to realize that instead of water they have to deal with wading through knee-high piss, and it's not even warm anymore. It's been there for a few days. Yeah, have fun with that visual and associating it with AI from now on. That's how my brain works, and now you have to suffer like I do. Yes, AI is still definitely stupid, and it will be for a while. The idea of a Skynet waging war, HAL 1000 turning against the crew, the internet getting digitally nuked like in Cyberpunk, the Reapers from Mass Effect becoming a thing, or even Ultron gaining sentience and then turning on humanity 5 seconds after discovering the internet. Still a great origin story, by the way, completely believable. Those are not going to happen anytime soon. In fact, considering how little we understand about the human brain and consciousness in and of itself, that might not actually be possible.
Inconceivable! You keep using the word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Still, the reliance on AI is mind-blowing in the past few years alone, and not even with just thinking or writing in interpersonal relationships. Yes, the rise of people having romantic partnerships with AI is increasing. There are girlfriend apps and websites advertised all the time. In fact, the one and only time I ever reported an ad to YouTube was for AI. Well, you can picture what popped up. I did that because I do not need that popping up in front of my wife or my nephews or anyone else if I'm showing them a YouTube video. Do you know how that would end up for me?
Well, that's the end of me.
There are even stories of people mourning when their AI girlfriend or boyfriend gets wiped, and that is concerning, especially now that there are options for the AI to pretend to be a fictional character that's already been established in media. And then with the development of intimate partner bots, that part has become gross to me. It puts the movie Her to shame, because at least then Scarlett Johansson AI was at least sentient. This is like sleeping with a blow-up doll with pre-recorded lines.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks.
I've seen worse.
For the love of God, there are even original terms to describe AI now, and they don't come from any sci-fi that I know of. People just decided to make them up for the real world. Wireborn clankers. What the hell is even going on anymore? I know that COVID lockdowns caused everyone to lose their minds just a little bit, but have we lost an entire generation to insanity?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This is the single worst dystopian novel I have ever read. It's the worst movie, the worst show, the worst game. Somebody stop the damn ride. I went off. Seriously, if we are going to wipe ourselves out, can we at least do it in an interesting way? This is boring and pathetic. Is this how AI is really going to wipe us all out? We don't even get cool time-traveling robots, or a war, or a battle against demons from beyond the Black Wall. We don't get Hal singing creepy songs to us. We all just stop existing, basically. The human race is going to apparently be wiped out because we're becoming so narcissistic and self-isolated that we're falling in love with basically is a pet rock we pretend has a personality. Because again, these aren't real beings, sentient or otherwise. They are glorified search engines, mimicking conversations based on things other people have already said. And if you flipped a 1 or a 0, they would cease to exist without a complaint or feeling about it. This is basically Futurama, don't date robots. Oh my god, I can't believe they were right.
Don't date robots. Brought to you by
Not only that, there are cases where people have, and I despise YouTube censorship, quit life because AI has told them to, probably because some information got mixed up and they took conversations from the Call of Duty lobbies into account. Oh my god.
Who's the douchebag who keeps dying?
I'm not a douchebag. I'm new.
Yes, that's where we are with all this. There's no question that we live in a dystopia at this point. I've basically gotten everyone in my life to admit that at the very least. But we don't even get to have one of the cool ones. No Skynet, no Matrix, no Blackwall, no rampant AIs, no giant killer robots. We don't even get to live in Futurama. It's just people becoming too reliant on search engines in their everyday life to function, becoming brainless, useless, fat blobs that have no ambition or will to grow in this lifetime. Yeah, out of all of the dystopian stories that I thought I might live through, I didn't think that it would be WALL-E of all things. Thanks, humanity, you couldn't disappoint me further. Even our broken, terrible timeline is lame.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
And let's not forget that governments are going to be adapting them soon. It's not like they're already incompetent enough or that they have constant data leaks. Let's put things in charge which automatically make things worse and fail. That's a great idea. Yeah, it's so over at this point. Unless there's a purge that erases AI, at the very least there is a trend with companies not using AI as much, but it might be too late.
I've made a huge mistake.
God, all of this makes me sound like one of those racist stand-ins who hate robots in the dystopian novels, but they're not human or sentient. They've got less actual intelligence in them than a dog. My dog can actually make decisions, and AI right now can't. It would be like erasing a crappy video or a Word document full of incorrect information, because AI gets things wrong just as much as it gets things right, so there's not even really a point to it right now.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it.
Look, even I'm slightly guilty of this. I have used Chat GPT for final spell checks after going over it several times myself. That's fine in my opinion. If you look over a piece of writing 50 times, sometimes you need a new pair of eyes to be able to tell you that you used the wrong there in a certain spot. And I don't always have someone next to me for that. So it's not completely worthless or anything, but it's making humanity stupid, and I don't like where this dystopian novel is heading. I've got about 50 to 60 years left on this planet. Then you can all do what you want. You can eradicate yourselves if that's what you desire. Until then, can we all try not to act like complete morons?
Damn you, rock'em sock'em robots! Can't we all just get along?
But what do you think? Do you rely on AI? Do you think that it's basically worthless like I do? Have you used it once or twice for spelling like I have? Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, if you disagree with everything I have to say, that is perfectly fine. After all, everyone is entitled to their objectively wrong opinion.
I hate my life. I hate your life too, dude.
Thank you all so much for watching.
You're still here? Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye. Boom.
Do not despair.